Did you know over the past century our oceans rose 4 to 8 inches? The issue disrupts our global food system. Climate change affects growing, harvesting, and marketing in our global food system. The issue I chose is climate change, which can be solved if we change some things in our life. I chose climate change because it's an issue that's not addressed as much as it should be and can hurt or affect many things. Climate change is a threat to the global food system in many ways. The first reason I believe that climate change is a threat to the global food system is that in many regions in the world they rely on rain to help grow their plants. But global warming might require irrigation, which is expensive and can cause conflict over water. The second reason is more insects eating more crops. Because of global warming, winters may be shorter than usual, which more insects can be out for a longer time. The final reason is danger to coral reefs. Extreme ocean temperatures put coral reefs in dangerous spots. Not only can climate change hurt crops and the food system, but it can also hurt places and people. In 1788, France had a famine that affected everyone. A global cooling started by volcanic eruption in Iceland. After this famine began, the grain became rare. The people that were fortunate enough to invest in the grain became rich. The price of food rose 50% according to Empires of Food on page 194. The author states, famine is almost always produced by a mix of social factors, policies, and economics, but the weather is often a guilty collaboration in a starving mob can't vengeance on an uncooperative sky. Climate change affects the price of food because crops depend on aquatic sunlight and water. If it's hard to grow crops, they cannot produce enough food. Food can become more expensive. Because of the famine in France, the price of food rose more than 50%. Raising the price would give more money to growing food by raising the price 50%. Raising the price of food 50% means the famine was really bad and that France did not have a lot of food left in the famine. We can learn that famines cause a lot of trouble and deaths, and that we can improve by having different kinds of food so the weather wouldn't affect all the food. Our world has many issues affected by climate change. We as humans can do a lot to stop climate change from hurting our economy, but we're not doing as much as we can. One important thing we could do is stop using as much gas because that really affects the ozone layer. We could also watch what we eat. What I mean by this is buy organic or local foods. Avoid processed foods and grow food if possible. The final solution you can do is produce less waste. Garbage buried in landfills makes methane, which is a potential greenhouse gas. Keep garbage out of landfills by recycling paper, plastic, and metal. Climate change is an issue we should be working on to survive and preserve this earth. It can end if everyone helps out with little things one by one. My recommendations will help achieve one of the SDGs because recycling, not wasting food, and using less gas can stop climate change slowly. Climate change affects us through history and will get worse, but we can make a change.